defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
He'll ride his man on the option. Moving toward the end zone. Ball out! Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
See how that cost you, brother? Did you try to save the clock for yourself? Come on, man. Crazy, man. What was you thinking? What was you thinking, buddy? Just tell me what was you thinking. You done fumbled that shit twice, 3 times already, brother. What the fuck make you think that shit was gonna keep working? Well, you thought that was gonna work? Come on, buddy.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fair catch called for and made. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Finds his man. It's Harris. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Now on the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. On the option. He'll do it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. The Falcons come to the line in the hurry-up. On the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Goes to the option. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal, you don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And they did tack on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Martin. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
Dropping back, it's Allard. Buys a little time with his feet. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unleashes one. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, they handed it off to the fullback, and a nice job by the strong safety coming downhill and making a tackle on a big physical ball carrier.
He'll keep it himself. He'll pitch it. Nice move to pick up yardage. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Falcons moving quickly to the line. They'll run the option. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback checking off. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Unleashes it on the run. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He'll try to do it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The Nittany Lions pick up the first down. The offense in hurry-up mode. To throw, it's Allard. Quarterback moving. At the 35, he's open. Powers through. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Quarterback will keep it. And tackled there by the defense.
No, he's short. And I tell you what, the QB, you see down this area, it's so short. You only got a couple yards you got to get. He thought he could get it. Went downhill, tried to get there, but the defense says no, sir.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Harris. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. The back goes in motion. Now the pitch. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an
unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Busha. Trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is
Hey, brother, none of that shit you trying to do is not going to work. It is not going to work. It's not going to work, buddy. You might as well go back to the option. That's the only thing you're good at. And that's the only thing that's going to work. Other than that, all these little plays you trying to run, that shit ain't going to work. I'll see how you going to do it. Throw it to him. Stupid. Did I just call it out? Come on, man. I just literally called it out. That's the only thing that you thought was going to work. And it didn't work. Poor man. Yeah, go ahead and quit. You garbage anyways. Go ahead and quit.